Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shakita Torres, and I'm here to share with you testimonies about the little warriors in a bottle. Okay. And so, if you watched the other video, you were able to see other testimonies about God and how He has healed me, healed my family, and healed so many others through this anointing oil. Okay. So the next testimony is about myself. Okay. I shared in a series that I have been doing called Progressive Miracles, where I share also scripture and how God operates a lot in progressive miracles. So if you can go back, watch that. It will bless your life as well and increase your faith. Okay. And so I want to share the testimony about my progressive miracle as to how God healed my shoulder. And so I'll make it really quick. I don't make it long and drawn out, but really give you guys like the highlights and the points of how God healed my shoulder. Okay. So back in 2019, I had joined a gym membership. I ended up getting a coach to help me to, get in shape and get where I want to be. And so we have been doing a lot of like weights and things like that. And I love doing weights. Okay. But we were also doing a whole lot of overhead presses like this, right? And so I was doing my overhead press, and then something in my arm, like it popped. I heard like a popping sound. Now it didn't hurt or anything like that, but I was just like, okay, God, what was that? So I put the weights down, I went back home, took a shower, and I felt okay. The next morning I woke up, I felt really, really sore. Okay. And so then the very next day I woke up, I could barely move my arm and I was in so much pain. And my husband said, "Oh my God, babe, something's wrong with you. You need to go to the doctor." So I ended up going to the urgent care and they told me that they had to do an MRI. In the meantime, they gave me pain medicine so they can be able to see, what's going on in my shoulder. Long story short, I ended up going to get an MRI done, and they said that I had a torn ligament. I don't know the scientific term for it anymore. I used to know it by heart, but it's been a while since I've been to the doctor for it. And so what happened was when I was doing the overhead press, it tore a ligament right here. And it was so bad, it was so severe. He said it was worse than actually me breaking my arm. It would have been better for me to break my arm than it would for me to have a torn ligament. Okay. And so he told me, I advise you go to rehab if you need to. If you feel like it's getting worse, make sure you stretch on it every day. And also, he ended up putting shots in my back, cortisone shots in my back. And that did help. It did. It helped. And so I just kept getting worse, you guys. I was in pain all the time. I was taking ibuprofen. I went to the chiropractor. I ended up doing rehab that summer of 2020 for about 3 to 4 months, about 2 or 3 times a week. I was in this is during the pandemic, okay? And my person I had, my physical therapist name was Tyler, and he was so good, but it was just so bad. Like my shoulder had ended up becoming frozen because it had experienced so much trauma and so much pain that my body became guarded. And so he had to end up putting what they call in your back dry needling, where they have to, target those tight muscles to get them to like relax, and it does not feel good. It's like once that needle hits that muscle in your body, it's like you have like a muscle spasm in that particular muscle, and but then it kind of calms down. Okay. And it does work. It did work for me, but it was like going through that, it did hurt. So, you guys, it was horrible. I just kept saying, God, I need you to heal me. God, I need a miracle. And I thought about getting surgery again. The doctor was like, I don't recommend it because once you try to get surgery and as you heal, he said that once it healed that way, you're gonna have limited mobility and you're not gonna really be able to stretch it out. It's not going to continue to like get any looser over time. Like I'm kind of like stuck that way once it heals. And so I said, oh God, what am I going to do? I'm like, God, I'm too young. I have a family. I have, small babies at this time. I said, and God, I can't live my life like this forever. And so I pursued God and I began to pray over myself. I began to anoint myself with this every day. I was doing that prior, as well when I first got hurt too. But I became very serious about it once I realized, okay, this is taking forever for me to actually like heal. And my husband said, the Lord told me to tell you to continue to use your oil every day, continue to pray, continue to exercise, continue to take, your turmeric. The turmeric does help with inflammation, because over time, taking ibuprofen for a long period of time really isn't that good for you. Your body can like reach a tolerance for it too. So I was actually beginning to reach like a tolerance for it. And so I began to take turmeric, and turmeric helped tremendously. I had to stop going to the chiropractor because of the chiropractor. Every time I got adjusted, it was hard for them to really tell if they were doing me more harm than good. And so I would go sometimes and I would feel good. I would go other times and I would feel a little bit worse. So the doctor told me that actually, I'm taking the chance of being set back if I kept going to the chiropractor. And so it was a year and a half journey. Year and a half journey. I wasn't going to the gym like I used to, but I was doing stuff at home. I was doing like step and mainly cardio and very light weights. I could really even lift 5 pounds with this arm. That's how bad it was. My arm was like this. I couldn't even hold it up high. My husband had to help me to get dressed a lot of days. He had to help me tie my shoes and all that. Okay. I'm sitting here, it was bad, y'all. It was so bad. So, anyways, I was pursuing God. I was praying, my God, please, trying to go to bed at night and sleep was difficult. I had to put pillows under my arm and be a certain way and all that. Well, in the fall of 2021, okay, mind you, I got hurt in 2019 in the fall. 2020, I went through the rehab. 2021, I was getting better, but I wasn't 100% yet. Okay. So then the fall of 2021, I ended up going to a ministry conference, and they had this amazing like church service, worship service, encounter with God. It was like 4 hours. We all felt like we were in a portal with God. Okay. And when I say a portal, I mean of just pure worship, this pure peace. Like, oh my God, praise. It was the bomb. Okay. So it was me and my friend and her daughter. I went back to the hotel. When you're on a spiritual high, you really don't feel anything anyway. So I wasn't thinking about my shoulder. I wasn't thinking about any of that. Okay. So went to sleep, went to bed. The next morning I woke up and I got out of bed like really easily. Like I noticed that I wasn't like struggling a little bit to get my shoulder together to kind of come up with me because, it was a little numb at nighttime when I would go to sleep. So I began to get up and maneuver. And then I noticed, I said, oh my God, I don't have any pain in my shoulder. And I was able to lift my arm like all the way up straight like this, y'all. Listen, y'all, I don't think y'all understand. My arm was like this, and this other arm was like that. This is how it was, like this. Okay, couldn't move. And y'all, I wept. I went on the balcony because I wept and I worshiped God. I know I was on the balcony for about half an hour straight, and I was playing this song by Maverick City called Wait on the Lord. I have been waiting on the Lord to renew my strength, baby. And guess what? He renewed my strength. And so since then, since fall 2021, I began to start working out again, begin to do a little bit of weights. And what I realized is that I still had to do, the exercises, and I still had to do what I need to do to rebuild the muscle in my back. And so in fall of 2022, I ended up going back to my favorite gym I used to be a member of. I had stopped going to before the pandemic. And I went back, which is in Fayetteville, called Orange Theory. Shout out to you guys. And I began to like really work on building back up my strength. Okay. Was it hard? Yes. I collapsed a lot of time trying to do planks, trying to do push-ups, all that. Okay. I had pain, y'all. Don't get me wrong, but it was pain from trying to build the muscle back up. All right. The ligament was healed. All that is healed. It's just now I'm having to rebuild. Okay. So I had to work my miracle, y'all. Progressive miracle. I had to steward the miracle that God gave me. And so, yes, I still have pain here and there, but I kept using my oil. And so, fast forward, I was lifting 5 pounds when I first started, if that, okay, to now I can lift now 20 pounds, 25 pounds again. And I'm still trying to increase it, but take my time, okay? Because, working out is good for you. Building muscles is good for your body long term, okay? So, anyway, I'm not a bodybuilder. That's not what I'm saying. But I like to work out and take care of myself. Okay. So with that being said, little warriors in a bottle, y'all. Listen, I never thought that this oil would be at this point where it is today. I made the oil, as I said in the other video, because someone else made it trying to manipulate me with this oil, right? It was bad. It was bad. And I made it for me and my family and my friends, those who knew me. Even some of my clients got some of the oil for free. I would give it away for free until God told me to stop, pretty much, because he said the oil in your life came with a cost. Okay. It came with a cost. All right. And so here it is. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on other social media platforms. Also, you can purchase your oil at www.empowerpurposeacademy.com/shop. And if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you will feel the effects of this oil. So don't forget to look at my other videos, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.